Have you ever wondered why, despite all your hard work, your plants are still wilting or failing to produce the massive harvest you expected? Most gardeners are unknowingly making 7 critical mistakes that are quietly destroying their home harvest and turning their hard-earned effort into wasted time. But don't worry, I'm Garden Mentor, and in today's video, I'm not just going to expose these common pitfalls, I'm giving you the exact solutions to fix them. We're going to ensure your garden becomes the lush, high-yielding paradise you've always wanted. Let's dive straight into mistake number 1, which is likely suffocating your plants from the ground up. Mistake 1. The drowning or desert watering trap. Watering seems simple, but it's actually where most harvests go to die. The biggest mistake is watering on a schedule rather than by necessity. Many gardeners water every single morning, regardless of whether the soil is already soaked or if it rained the night before. This leads to root rot, a silent killer where the roots literally suffocate because there's no oxygen in the waterlogged soil. On the flip side, shallow watering is just as dangerous. This is when you give the plants a quick sprinkle that only wets the top inch of soil. The roots then stay near the surface to find moisture, making them incredibly vulnerable to the midday sun. To fix this, you must adopt the finger test. Stick your finger 2 inches into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it's damp, leave it alone. When you do water, do it deeply and at the base of the plant. Avoid getting water on the leaves, especially in the evening, as this is a formal invitation for powdery mildew and fungal diseases to take over your garden. For your USA viewers, emphasize using mulch like straw or wood chips to regulate soil temperature and moisture. This acts as a protective blanket, keeping the desert out and the gold moisture in. Mistake 2. Ignoring the silent language of soil pH. You can buy the most expensive seeds and the best fertilizers, but if your soil pH is off, your plants are essentially starving in the middle of a feast. Soil pH controls the availability of nutrients. If your soil is too acidic or too alkaline, the nutrients become chemically locked away, and the plant's roots simply cannot absorb them. Most vegetables thrive in a slightly acidic to neutral range, pH 6.0 to 7.0. When gardeners ignore this, they often see yellowing leaves or stunted growth and assume the plant needs more fertilizer, which often makes the problem worse by adding more salts to the soil. The solution is a simple soil test kit, which you can find at any local garden center in the US. Testing your soil once a year is a game changer. If your soil is too acidic, you can add garden lime. If it's too alkaline, elemental sulfur or peat moss can help bring it back into balance. Explain to your audience that treating the soil is like building the foundation of a house. Without the right pH, the walls of your harvest will eventually crumble. Encourage them to focus on feeding the soil with organic compost, rather than just feeding the plant with synthetic chemicals. Mistake 3. The crowded house syndrome, overcrowding. We all want a lush, full garden, but planting your seedlings too close together is a recipe for disaster. This is the crowded house syndrome. When plants are packed in, they begin to compete fiercely for 3 things: sunlight, nutrients, and airflow. The larger, faster-growing plants will eventually shade out the smaller ones, leaving them weak and spindly. More importantly, a lack of airflow between plants creates a humid microclimate that is a playground for pests like aphids and diseases like blight. To prevent this, you must follow the spacing requirements on your seed packets religiously. It might look sparse at first, but remember that a single tomato plant needs about 2 to 3 feet of space to truly reach its potential. If you have a small space, suggest vertical gardening techniques to your viewers. Use trellises for cucumbers and peas instead of letting them crawl on the ground. This keeps the fruit off the soil, improves air circulation, and makes harvesting a breeze. Remind your audience, give your plants room to breathe, and they will give you a harvest that's worth the wait. Mistake 4. Fertilizing without a plan. The overfeeding famine. More is not always better when it comes to fertilizer. A very common mistake is over-fertilizing, specifically with high nitrogen products. While nitrogen is great for green, leafy growth, too much of it tells the plant to keep making leaves and forget about making fruit. This is why you might have a massive, beautiful tomato bush with absolutely zero tomatoes on it. Additionally, excessive synthetic fertilizer can burn the delicate root systems and kill off the beneficial microbes and earthworms that keep your soil healthy and aerated. The fix is targeted nutrition. Use a balanced, slow-release organic fertilizer at the start of the season. Once your plants start to flower, switch to a fertilizer that is higher in phosphorus and potassium to encourage bloom and fruit development. Teach your viewers to read the NPK numbers on the bag: nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Tell them to think of nitrogen as the leaf maker, phosphorus as the root and fruit maker, and potassium as the overall health booster. By feeding with intention, you avoid the overfeeding famine and ensure your plants have the energy they need for the final stretch. Mistake 5. Neglecting the first line of defense: pest scouting. Many gardeners wait until they see a plant half-eaten before they take action against pests. By then, it's often too late. Neglecting daily scouting is a critical error. Pests like the tomato hornworm or squash bugs can devastate a plant in just 24 to 48 hours. If you aren't looking under the leaves or checking the stems regularly, you're essentially leaving the front door to your kitchen wide open for intruders. The solution is the morning walk. Encourage your viewers to spend 5 to 10 minutes every morning with a cup of coffee just looking at their plants. Check the undersides of leaves for tiny orange or white eggs. These are much easier to squish than the caterpillars they turn into. Use Integrated Pest Management (IPM) by attracting beneficial insects like ladybugs and lacewings to your garden by planting marigolds or dill nearby. These garden police will do the work for you. Remind your audience that a healthy garden isn't one without pests. It's one where the pests are managed before they become a plague. Mistake 6. The sunlight sabotage. Poor location choice. You can't fight nature. A common mistake is planting sun-loving vegetables in a spot that only gets 4 hours of light. Vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants are sun-powered machines. They require at least 6 to 8 hours of direct, unfiltered sunlight to produce sugar and grow fruit. If they are in the shade, they will grow leggy, tall and thin as they stretch toward the light, making them weak and prone to breaking in the wind. Before you even dig a hole, you must perform a sun audit. Watch your yard throughout the day and see where the shadows fall. If you only have a shady spot, don't give up. Just change your crop. Tell your audience that leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and kale actually prefer a bit of shade and can grow perfectly with only 4 hours of sun. For the USA market, mention that in hotter states like Texas or Arizona, some afternoon shade can actually be a blessing to prevent sun scald on fruit. The key is matching the plant to the light, not the other way around. Mistake 7. Harvesting too late. The beauty contest error. The final mistake happens right at the finish line, waiting too long to harvest. We all want that giant, Instagram-worthy zucchini or cucumber. But the truth is, the bigger they get, the worse they taste. When a vegetable stays on the vine past its prime, the plant receives a signal that its job is done. It has produced mature seeds. At that point, the plant stops putting energy into new growth and starts to shut down. This significantly shortens your overall harvest window. To maximize your yield, harvest early and often. Picking your green beans, peppers, and cucumbers while they are young and tender actually tricks the plant into producing more fruit to try and make those seeds. This keeps the plant in production mode for much longer. For your viewers, explain that a medium-sized, firm vegetable will always have better flavor and texture than a giant, woody one. Don't grow for size, grow for flavor is a motto that will keep their kitchen full and their plants producing until the first frost.